All right, other news tonight, the Oakland City Council finally passed a budget for the coming year. At least for now, they have managed to do it without cutting police or the fire departments. But as KRON 4's Dan Kerman tells us, this decision comes with risks and does little to solve the city's long-term budget crisis.
For now, the city of Oakland will not be cutting 100 officers from its police force. The city council has approved a mid-cycle budget, which also doesn't close fire stations, but does little to solve the city's years of overspending. The approved budget comes from Mayor Sheng Tao and Council President Nikki Fortunato Bass. It freezes hiring and relies on $63 million in one-time funding from the sale of the Oakland Coliseum. The problem is that deal hasn't been finalized yet, and council members were warned that could impact the city's bond rating and lead to more draconian cuts should the Coliseum sale fall through.
We are using the illusion of funds that haven't arrived yet and that we don't know when will arrive to try to balance a budget. And this is a wildly fiscally irresponsible decision.
It is a complete fail to approve the mayor, and now I hear the council president team's budget recommendations on a funding plan that has no money. I don't plan my own budget in my household with no money, and I certainly will not take billions of our taxpayer dollars without a fiscally sound plan.
While council members Reed, Ramachandran, and Gayo found the proposal fiscally irresponsible, the 5 other members of the city council didn't want to be the ones responsible for cutting 100 cops and having rotating closures of 5 fire stations.
We believe that among very, very difficult choices, that this option preserves our public safety services. It is the best option in terms of being able to continue the same level of service for police, for fire, for violence prevention, particularly our ceasefire programs.
This one is somewhat better in terms of public safety and moves us forward in a way that I think is likely to be consistent with the reality that we're going to get this Coliseum money.
So the budget was approved, and now they'll have to keep their fingers crossed the Coliseum deal goes through. Otherwise, big cuts could come in September. So in the spirit of kicking the can down the road, unless Oakland comes into a windfall of ongoing revenue, it's very possible that next June on the agenda will be the discussion once again of cutting cops and closing fire stations. Dan Kerman, KRON 4 News.
We're following